Hey, hey, teach me how to Doug it. Hey, they be like Smooth. What? Can you teach me how to Doug it? You know why? Cause all the bitches love me. Hey, all I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dump it. Get it? Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride. Ain't nobody fucking with my bro from Morningside. He go by Bubba and he hit that dance like thunder. Okay, I ain't from Dallas, but I D-town boogie. I show my moves on to everybody tryna do me. I lead the functions and all the ladies tryna screw me. Now you just do you, and I'ma do it all day. Niggas love to hate, so they try to shoot me. Bitches be stuck to me, I think they try to glue me. I make the party shine bright when it started gloomy. This beat was bubble gum, so I had to chew it.
Taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck.
All my bitches love me, all my bitches love me, all my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my Dougie.
Taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck.
You know, Mike, all the bitches love me.
I mean, that's just science, you know. The real place that everybody knows that is in the Southside Works Cinema, which I'm fairly certain is no longer there anymore. But, you know, what are you going to do? COVID or them bankrupting the Southside. I mean, whatever. They developed that so fucking terribly. So,
Is that when we saw Inception drunk?
yeah, we saw Inception. Yeah, you know, mostly drunk. I think it was fine.
I was
We
so
don't get drunk afterwards, I'll say that.
I was so drunk that like I never actually fully watched Inception after that because I blamed the headache that I got on the movie rather than my drunkenness.
Probably the alcohol, but hey, you know, whatever. I think watching Inception drunk is its own experience, and you know, but maybe that's something that everybody should do. Or, you know, I guess you could say you get high, but I don't know. That it might be too much. Drunk, sure, the drunk will work.
Drunk it up.
Yell at the screen. Leo, she's there, shoot her. You know, that'd be fun.
Bitch, don't go in the room. Don't go in the room.
Exactly. That's the way movies need to be watched. But, you know, hey, the movie theater experience might be dead. So who knows? We'll just have to call each other up and yell at each other on the phone. I think it's fun. Yeah, so we're getting into this. It's week 6. And, of course, you know, another week, another, you know, outbreak potential. So, you know, it just is what it is. It's whether they're going to smack your team or not. Now, the Falcons have maybe had 4 cases, depending on whatever state of drunkenness Adam Schefter's in during the day. You know, they're shut down. Who knows? That puts that game in jeopardy, of course, and, you know, will affect a lot of people because, you know, those teams actually have players that people use. And now, you know, we learn Odell gets sent home. Fucking undisclosed illness. I mean, it could be anything. You know, he could have got pink eye from all the shit. I mean, who knows? Really don't know at this point. But, I mean, that's you get one of those tests, again, this late in the week, that, you know, jeopardizes the whole friggin' thing. But, yeah. Well, you know, it sucks. You know, but, you know, just before we come on here, there's some late-breaking news for all those who don't follow the Twitter or the ESPNs of the world that, you know, former holdout Cranky Pants Le'Veon Bell has gone to the Chiefs. So, yeah. You know, I think, what is that? Rachel has Le'Veon Bell. Now he has maybe some value. You know, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, probably going to lose some. I mean, you know, it's not like last year when they brought in McCoy. I mean, he's LaShawn McCoy. He was good, but he's not taking anything away. But fucking Bell is, I mean, you know, I can't see him not taking anything away from that situation.
No, I agree. I don't think, and the whole sticking point here, from what I heard around the Twitter webs, was that he wanted to choose based on offensive involvement. The Adam Gase experiment left a bad taste in his mouth, and, you know, Adam, for whatever reason, just is on the ass of, you know, Frank Gore, the ageless wonder, and you know, Le'Veon wanted to go somewhere he was going to be used. So I would imagine that Andy's going to use him if that's the case, because it was between Buffalo, Kansas City, and Miami, and Kansas City won out. So I got to imagine that Andy made him a promise.
Yeah, I mean, do we have any details? Is it just a 1-year deal? I mean, riding out or
1-year deal because they had to pay all the dead cap money to him,
Right.
For cutting him, and he's technically, I guess, a vet at this point. So he's a higher.
Yeah, he's been around for a good while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's still young, so I forget exactly how long it takes for you to become a vet that gets the vet treatment.
I'd say he's at least been around for 5 years. I mean, 2 with the Jets, 1 off, at least 2 with the Steelers. I'm sure there was 3.
Yeah.
I mean, or 4. You know, he was coming. I mean, he's getting franchise tag. You got to at least have 3 to get that.
Sure.
4. You know, those rookie deals. I think they're 4 years, 5th-year options. So
I don't think they're 4 anymore. I think they're 3.
the 3. Well, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? They change that shit all the time.
But regardless, yeah, I mean, he's no spring chicken, but at the same time, he's still a very functional back, and he wasn't being utilized in the Adam Gase system, which I don't think anyone's used in the Adam Gase system except for, quarterback ass on turf.
I don't even know, right? Yeah, nobody. I mean, Crowder's been getting some looks because he's literally their only receiver, and you got to throw the ball to somebody, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially when you're losing immediately. Yeah, I saw an interesting article saying that, Gase wasn't a fan of the signing in the first place, but I think he was like, that being that dickhead galaxy brain douche who's like, I don't like the signing. It's going to go bad. But we'll try to make it work. So if it goes good, he's going to take all the credit. If it goes bad, we told you so. I think it's amazing that motherfucker still has a job, and they got rid of Le'Veon Bell. He's not going to – this dude doesn't provide any value to this franchise. I mean, I know you're the Jets, but Jesus.
I honestly thought that after their clunker again on Sunday that they would have fired him.
Yeah, there was rumors about that. I think it was even 2 weeks ago if he lost, they were going to get rid of him.
Yeah. And I mean, look, Dan Quinn deserved to go, and he went this week. But, that's all well and good. But it's kind of not that I'm a big Bill O'Brien fan, but it's a little surprising that Bill O'Brien, who actually has a win this season,
and a decent track record. I mean,
he got ushered out before Adam Gase got ushered out from his crap situation in New York.
Right. I mean, it's the thing anyway. I mean, Adam Gase. Anywhere he's been, Miami, here, wherever. I mean, he's a terrible fucking coach.
And everyone points to his offensive coordinator days back in Denver when he had
Cutler looked good once.
He had Peyton. He had fucking Peyton.
True.
But, under Cutler, it's whatever. At that point, you're down.
It was Miami, whatever. But still, it's like.
So it's.
Right, he had Peyton Manning, who wasn't great that year. I mean, they won because of their stellar defense. So, wow, you managed to, keep the game afloat offense, with a great quarterback. Okay, good for you.
You still had Peyton Manning there calling plays for you at the line of scrimmage and switching your shit up.
I'm sure. I know. I think we're in agreement. He should get no credit. It's just crazy. Crazy football news. Always crazy. It's Thursday. We got no games tonight because, the Titans have fucked the entire schedule. And of course, I don't know if you saw that the Titans who, got sick, broke protocol, got more people sick, and literally fucked the entire NFL schedule. They moved everything around to accommodate these assholes. Didn't penalize them in any single way. And then I hear Tannehill, they're trying to have we're the underdogs. Everybody's been saying, mean stuff about us, blah, blah, blah. Fuck the haters. Like, I guess the truth is mean, so sure, whatever. It's just incredible that
I'm willing to give Tannehill a little benefit of the doubt because I don't know exactly how well that organization's run. Back in the Bud Adams days, it wasn't run that well, and Bud didn't necessarily pass stuff down. So it could have been the owner that got told, and the message never made it to the players. That being said, use your fucking head, Ryan.
I mean, this is a pandemic. The whole point is to stay away from each other.
Correct. Don't be organizing OTAs and shit when you already have like dozens of positive tests.
Right.
But neither here nor there. They look good. They look like they're a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I mean, especially 2 nights ago, they did look. They had an actual offense all around. It was, something to see. So who knows? Who knows what that team will do? I remember Mike Vrabel said he'd cut off his dick if he wins the Super Bowl. I think that was last year. There's no reason to root for him last year, but I don't know if that offer still stands anymore, but maybe it does. I think that that'd be a heck of a thing, and we have a ring ceremony for that. Just get out the samurai sword and just put that shit on pay-per-view. I guarantee you'd make a ton of money.
Did I ever tell you that I know his little sister?
No.
So yeah, a little story for the podcast here. I went to school, LVC, with a Krista Vrabel. And like no one put two and two together. And that was during the one, like I was there when they went 16 and 1 or whatever, I guess it was 18-1 technically when you throw the playoffs in, and they lost to the Giants in that incredible Super Bowl. But anyway, like we couldn't figure out why this girl every Friday would wear a Mike Vrabel jersey. And for what we were like, it's such an odd player to pick up.
You were like, she just put her name on a jersey.
And that one, and that's how stupid we were. Like, because we were drunk half the time, but we couldn't put the Vrabel. You know, no matter what, when they called her name during roll at like the beginning of the year, everyone's like heard it. And LVC was a small enough school that we like knew everybody too. That I can't believe that we didn't realize it. And finally, one day, someone asked her. They were like, "Krista, why do you keep wearing the Mike Vrabel jersey?" And she's like, "Vrabel. It's my last name. That's my fucking big brother." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Well, listen, I mean, you could have just assumed that she bought a jersey with her name on it. You didn't necessarily know they were related.
Yeah, how
she
many
didn't get shitty about it. That sounds like a patriot, right there.
Yeah, but how many Vrabels can there be in this country?
I know, but still, I mean, let's be real. You never know. There could be a distant cousin from, whoever. I don't know. I'm just saying. I need to get shitty about it. Anyway, that's like this is why we have this. These stories are what drive this thing home.
Yeah. By the way, I meant to wish this to you on Tuesday, and I completely forgot. Yeah. Happy anniversary for us being caught in the presidential motorcade.
Oh yeah, did that pop up on the Facebook?
Popped up on Facebook. Yeah, I meant to tell you.
How long has that been? 10 years then?
No, 8.
9?
9. Because it was fall of 2011. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when we didn't really care about school anymore. That was right.
Correct. Yeah, that was a Wednesday, fall of 2011.
It was pretty good. We could have died easily on that day, but
we could have been shot. We were the first people on the no-fly list for not actually doing anything terroristic.
Right? Or not? Yeah. I mean, not even being racially profiled. It was just
it's crazy
because that fucker screwed up putting a barricade up, and and then they had to send us through the blocked off streets, middle of the fucking Oakland. It's like, yeah, okay, all right. Like, where do I go? I don't know what I want to do here. It's gonna be bad. Like, don't go fast. Go really slow. Put my arms out the window. He told me.
Yeah, they didn't even give a fuck. They didn't radio down or anything until we got there. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, you should let those guys through." Like, what?
Everybody gave us a look at first.
It was definitely I'm going to shoot your tires and then take you into custody, if not shoot you in the face.
Those were all possibilities. It was pretty crazy. We survived though. It's good. We made it. It was close, but it's a heck of an anniversary. That's pretty good. I'm not going to forget that one because that was just stupid. I mean, I thought at first it was cool. It was like, oh, we're going to be 20 feet from the president, and then nope, none of that. But, what are you going to do? It makes sense. I mean, should have moved us, I guess, but
we should have never been down there to begin with. It should have.
Well, the barricade. Well, that idiot put the barricade on the street instead of out the off ramp. So, like, I mean, what moronic? Well, I remember where there was the one guy in front of us who backed out into the parkway. Like,
that's what pissed me off first because I'm screaming at him. Don't fucking hit us. We're like, all right, do what you want to do.
You're not fucking backing up onto a parkway. You're goddamn nuts. Think we're doing that shit. We sit right here until someone shoots us.
Yeah, exactly.
Which almost happened. But we made it. We're good. Luckily we have these experiences now to bring to this podcast.
Survive.
Which is a welcome treat for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So I say let's just jump right into it. We're going to get right into this fun week of matchups where everybody is starting to get buys and COVID buys and everything. This is literally, you better start playing 4D chess when everybody's playing 2D checkers. It's the way it's got to go right now.
I prefer 2D checkers though. It's so much easier. It's just
there's a lot more fun and soothing and the jumping and the kinging and the
I just want to be kinged.
Right. It's all fun.
Ask.
Right. Agreed. It's fun. Just crazy. Now, all right. So we will jump into your sexy matchup first, which, hey, on paper, looking pretty good. A fun call out to anybody that hasn't noticed yet. look, we got these indicators now of the weather, what it's supposed to be on game day. That's pretty cool. I don't know it's going to affect us all that much, but yeah, it's pretty cool. That's fun. Something fun. Does ESPN do that? No, because ESPN can go fuck itself. And Yahoo's interface is still stuck in 1994. So this is the cool shit. Let's be real. We get into this fucking beautiful matchup. Rodgers, Mahomes, classic. David Johnson would have been great 3 years ago. Kareem, Mattinson. He's in a dome. It's a little dome there. It's very nice. They're going to go with Brandon Cooks. I can't believe he's not trusting Cole Beasley again. I think it's just lunacy. I got you win. You can't go away from that.
Yep.
But, Amari with, Mr. Ginge, who knows what's going to happen there. Galladay's been hot. Robinson hot. Kittle, as long as somebody just doesn't have an aneurysm at quarterback. Right. Rookie Jefferson, it's all looking pretty good. Tough matchups here for these defenses. It's agreed. The Chiefs just gave up 1 million or negative points last week. Bucks aren't too bad, but, against A-Raj, unfortunately, going against yourself, which is tough.
That's not for much longer. I've just been unsuccessful in every defensive waiver claim so far this week. So unless D'Lo's trying to block me from here on out.
It might be that revenge from a year ago.
Might be revenge from last year.
But, we're pretty good. I think we got some choices here. D'Lo can't play all 3 quarterbacks. He's going to try, but unfortunately can't. McLaurin's always enticing down there, but who the hell knows who's throwing him the ball. Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones. You can boot him, the goddamn son.
Yeah.
But, I think we're going to stick pretty similar to this. You guys both getting affected by that Falcons game. Jefferson, right, you got Mattinson. You never know what's going to come out of that. That could be a double wham on each side of the ball, which is never good. But, yeah, I think, on paper it's looking pretty good. This should be an even matchup. It's going to be who's going to show up, who's going to get a break. I think your guys looking a little stronger right now. To be honest, I'm going to say it. I could say it all I want. Brandon Cooks is Brandon Cooks. Cooper, he's probably going to suck. I don't know. I can say things. I'm going to say what I want. Manuel Sanders on a bye, so what more do you want? And he's not going to play Cole Beasley. So, Jesus, how stupid is that?
Look, my only saving grace here is that if I lose Madison, he also loses Jefferson. That's my only saving grace, and that's what I'm watching mostly for because
the only problem with that is Cole Beasley has to come in then, and then you're fucked.
Yeah, but that's okay because then I can throw Terry McLaurin in there, and I actually don't mind McLaurin's matchup. So I have a pivot. Yeah, I have a pivot ready. I just, and at the risk of him listening to this and figuring his shit out, I'm not playing against a linebacker right now. So,
listen, he forgot about that last week and had to pick up goddamn Beasley at the last second. So
I know, and as much as I need a win, I can't afford to play the same defensive game that I played with him last year because I've spent a lot of fab already on goddamn Carlos Hyde and other fuckers that didn't do shit.
Yeah.
So
right. And, always the Saquon fallout always fucks everybody.
Yeah. It's been rough. This is 2 years in a row now that Saquon's kind of killing me a little bit.
Yes. This is really bad. At least last year you got a little at the end, but he fucked your season, 5-6 weeks. It was too much.
Yeah. Yeah. And I tried to make a deal with the Dalvin Cook owner who is currently bottom feeding for projections this week. And he didn't seem too interested. So yeah, I put the feeler out there. I said, look, Cody, I got your handcuff. You want him? And I got no response. I'm not going to make an offer because there's no one on his team that I really want. I want to see how much
you don't want it,
he wants to kick out. But
yeah, I agree. He's got to play for the futures now. Just pack it in, fucking just turn into the Knicks, get rid of everybody, start over. You know what? So I'm going to jump in here. I'm still going to believe in you. I'm going to keep my streak alive of picking you every fucking week. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to believe in you. I want your faith, my faith, to be rewarding you for once.
It was the week we played each other.
Yeah, but that doesn't really count. But yeah, otherwise I'll never pick you again. Fucking ever.
Look,
I'm gonna start this out with a bold prediction too. I'm gonna take the bold. I'm gonna say your defense and linebacker outscore his by 17 plus points.
you don't even know what defense I'm picking up.
Exactly. I'm believing in you.
All right.
I know you're not going to pick a defense that's going to score -8 points. I mean, at least
I don't
they're
know.
not, trying to. Don't pick Carolina because they fucking.
Oh, I purposefully, I just never will touch them with the 10-foot pole.
I saw them out there.
I'm leaving them there.
I was thinking that too, and I'm like, nope, they're not going to do that to me again. It's not happening.
I believe that any time that I'm involved with the Carolina defense, whether or not they're on my team or on yours or someone else's, they're scoring in the negatives, and I ain't about to have that happen.
Yeah, they could be the number one defense who scores 20, gets 3 touchdowns a week, and I'm not touching it.
So here's my bold prediction. Well, first of all, I'm going with D'Lo.
Of course.
But here's my bold prediction. Him and I both are in the top 4 of scores this week.
Okay.
So you're going to hear really what this is boiling down to is you're going to hear incessant bitching from me on Tuesday about how I didn't win even though I pulled in one of the top 4 scores.
Fair enough. The last time you pulled that shit, you beat me when I had the second best score. So fuck you.
Yeah, well, that's just one of those scenarios that really sucks, and I'm sorry. But
it does. I mean, that was a good week. But hey, it propelled me to the top money spot at least, so I can get something there and get knocked out as the 3rd seed when I score 20 in the goddamn playoffs. Like that always happens. But yeah, I think this will be a fun one. It should be close. You guys should battle. I mean, we got a lot of talent, a lot of history, a lot of knowledge. I mean, it'll be fun. I'm going to move on to this beauty of a matchup. I think these two did play earlier in this year, and we'll have to do some research. I think, let's see, I can do some research on this of who fucking won. Mariah won this one earlier. That's what it was. Mariah won this. This is when we decided that she was the thing, this year, that, the it girl. But yeah, she won this one earlier. God knows what the score was. I'm sure she just blew his ass out. Grant coming off a very tough loss where he could have blocked Cole Beasley, could have made some better moves. Could have fired Josh Allen up more. I don't know. But, tough, tight loss against a team that played like shit. You're trying to prove yourself in the league. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan also coming off a loss as well last week. And another tough one. Both these teams, lost on Tuesday. So they got to regroup quick.
Exactly. This is the bounce back game for both of these squads. They're coming in hot.
Yeah, it's looking good. Sleeper thinks it's going to be tight. Can Goff keep up his craziness? Zeke is, the only man in town now. I would be surprised if you're going to start Brown after he fucked you over. I mean, it should be a ceremonial benching. Kick his ass out.
Yeah,
he's not AP, banging Pete's girl and getting benched for no reason and still scoring 4 touchdowns. This is John Brown. Get his ass out of there.
Correct. Exactly. If any player gooses me like that, to the bench.
Especially when you lose by 6 points. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
To the bench.
Bullshit. But
This is good. This is a great matchup on paper, man. This is really fucking exciting. These are players that no one is jerking off over, the entire time. No, with the exception of their top, the first 2 players on both of these teams. The
first
and quarterback.
Yeah, top 2. Yeah,
absolutely. But the rest of the way down, it's just solid fantasy football, with the exception of Kelsey. I mean, he's kind of there. He's echelon. But this is one of those matchups that I think the scores when you see the predictor, if you watch it on Sunday, it's going to be doing this a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited for this. I like these 2 teams coming on strong here, and I think it looks good.
Sexy Blankenship always coming in right. These are a lot of players that can score 30 or score 2. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Carson taking a bye, which is big. Grant's bench not looking too great. Jones is there. I'm sure he'll find his way in because who else? But yeah, I think it's going to be tough. I try to look back my past here. I've picked a lot of Grant. He's let me down half the year. Raya's done the same. It's tough. These fuckers, I don't really know. I think, if I'm going to make a pick, I'm going to think Grant gets the bounce back. I know I've been picking a lot of Mariah, but you know what? I'm going to say Grant gets the bounce back here. And try to think of a fun. I'm going to say Zeke gets 35-plus points.
All right. Here we go again. Clash of the commissioners, right?
Okay.
I'm going complete opposite of you here.
Of course you are.
I say Mariah wins this. I wasn't going to do a Zeke prediction, but I was going to do that Derrick Henry goes over 30.
Over 30? All right, fine.
Don't sleep on King Goffrey there either. I mean, Goffrey can get a little bit going against that San Francisco defense.
It's true. He's had a really good year, surprisingly. He's mostly been shit in his career, but now he's having some fantasy numbers.
And that,
A little bit of surprise, but hey, I guess we all expected it at some point.
that's one of the ones, too, when every time he throws it, Mariah needs to be like, no, not Robert Woods, not Robert Woods, not Robert Woods.
That's
Because
true. That's a tough one, right? Yeah. Yeah, Robert Woods gets a touchdown or two. That's going to pretty much nullify everything Goff does. So
Absolutely.
we'll watch. I mean, we'll be interesting to see on that one. San Francisco was absolute horrid dog shit last week.
Yeah.
God knows what they're going to do, what they look like. If they get up early, Goff and Woods might have nothing to do the second half of this game.
This is one of the ones where I feel like the Rams are smelling themselves a little bit, like, feeling good coming in, because that division is as tough as it looked, with the exception of Seattle running away with it right now.
Yeah.
It is every man for himself in second place there. I mean, the Cardinals aren't a bad team.
True.
So, there's no one else to really watch out for with the Red Rocket back there. This is a primetime game. Andy Dalton in primetime usually sucks. So, I think they might just be keying in on Zeke.
I mean, I think you're probably going to have to. I know he did enough last week, and they got, probably the, if not the best, one of the best receiver cores in football right now. So, yeah.
They definitely do. I'm not taking away anything from the talent there. It's someone's got to get the ball to him.
It's Andy fucking Dalton is what we're saying.
The Arizona Cardinals had one of the best receiving cores in football from like 2007 to 2011 or whatever that was, with Fitzy and Anquan Bolden and everybody down there. And, they only made it to that one Super Bowl with toe tap and Santonio. So
it's true. When Kurt Warner was a shell of his former self, but still doing enough. Arizona's had really not some bad teams. They've just never – I mean, it comes in waves, but their peaks are pretty good. They just can never really get over the hump. But I think this will be a good, fun one. I think they were matchup of the week before. Can't give it again. Mariah already proved that she's better than Grant, so we'll see. I think Grant gets revenge. I think Mariah shoves his ass down, and we'll see. Big win here. Go to 4-2 and 2-4. It's important. It's important for these teams.
Absolutely.
But here we go. We're going to go to this love fest here. A lot of it's this is about as ugly as we can get right now. Big Dick Joe we don't know, it might be falling apart. Murray's always good. Drake didn't really have his put up shut up game. These running backs are just, you look at it and you don't really feel good about anything you see there. It's like, yeah, maybe someone can get some points, but it doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Yeah, this receiver core here, Tyler Boyd, I think he's a, standout. The rest, I don't know, going with maybe second, third fiddle in Jacksonville. And I don't know. I mean, I look at this side here and it looks pretty good. T.Y., who knows? He needs to get some points. I don't know who the hell knows. He sucks. Well, we got a question mark here. This could be filled and we'll turn this into a runaway. But, it's just a lot of crap. But, yeah, we got a lot of buys here. Cody can blame all that. Melvin Gordon got DUI, but that's, like we said, that's not really bad. He'll probably play. It's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't play him against New England, though.
No, well, I'm not saying he should, but not advocating. I'm saying, he will play.
I got it.
Le'Veon Bell sitting down here, has to come out before any moves are going to get made. So We'll see how long that takes. I don't think he's going to do anything this week, obviously, but that's a good future situation to be in. I mean, there's a lot of talent on this fucking team if it would ever be managed properly. Chanel's been really goddamn good this year.
Yeah.
Bell has potential. I don't know.
There is no reason why Laviska Shenault should be sitting in your bench right now, and you're playing the likes of T.Y. Hilton.
For one, he's been shit. I mean, look at this. What is he? He is the 60th best wide receiver in PPR.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible. I mean, with 12-team league, we don't start 5 receivers.
And the most fucked up thing about it, the most fucked up thing about it is that they've actually had the game scripts in their favor that they need to throw.
Right.
And Phil P. River can't get it to him. P. River's eating asparagus. It's smelly.
Right.
It ain't getting anywhere.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, even if, you got to, take Drake out. You figure something out here. Something's going to be done. But I'm going to go, if I make a pick, I'm going to think Rachel's going to get her first win. Everything is on her side to do this. The team is better right now. Cody's in buy hell. He's not in a good spot. His team is just, it's buy hell right now. Let's say his best players are out or injured. It's a problem. And yeah, I don't know. I try to think. I'm gonna try to think of a fun, thing. I'll let you go and pick, and I'll circle back on my bold prediction.
So I'm picking Rachel to win it, and my bold prediction is that. This isn't really bold. It's just kind of it's more chalk, but
yeah, whatever.
Kind of dreck. The bold prediction is that Rachel's entire receiving core, every single one of them is 5 points ahead of every single one of Cody's.
Okay.
So that means Cup versus Boyd, Moore versus Ward, Hilton versus Cole.
I got you. That's score. Okay. It's odd to write down. That's just weird. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go really weirdly bold on this one. I'm gonna say Montgomery is gonna be the highest scoring player in this team.
I like that. That's a good little pick. This, incidentally, I would call this. I know I was saying it last week for Kenyon Drake, but this is a Joe Boo game for Dave Montgomery.
It's true. He's had some good games though.
Yeah, but if you're not going to do it consistently,
he's not going to do it consistently. I agree.
I don't think he has had. He's had the Giants game. That was it.
Yeah, Giants last week wasn't bad. 8 receptions. Of course, running the ball, but this is PPR, so.
But if you're not going to do it, if you're not going to get 18 plus against Carolina, I'm sorry, man. It might be time. Fuck,
yeah.
Boo. I do it myself.
I agree. Who knows? Chicago's a fucking wasteland of weird decisions. So.
Yep.
Who knows? But, yeah, I don't think this one's going to be – it's probably going to be ugly all around. But, we'll see. We're going to move on to our last remaining undefeated against Mr. Spends all of his money on Claypool. We're just going to go down quick to make sure he's not even in the fucking starting lineup. So, I get it, I guess. There's no reason for him to be. But if you're going to blow your load, it's like – it's like if you're going to spend all that money on a terrible fucking player, terrible contract, you still got to play him to not feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. But this, I think this one should be pretty good. I think we got some buy troubles on this team. No, we're looking at no buy troubles.
Julio may not play. He's got COVID issues too. So
right, it's
in
true.
addition to the hamstring.
That's true. You never know what's going to go down in Atlanta, but. Yeah, Brady, Watson, that one seems like a no-brainer. There's running backs, leading heavily to Colin's team here, and we know he has these best receivers. And these guys can score, but, aren't predicted to. I think I'm just going to not go out on a limb. I'm going to go there and say that Colin's going to get his win. Alex is going to get his first loss this week. And I think his time has run up. He is, just everything's worked in his favor so far this year, but I think the time is just gonna be up.
I 100% agree with you. Conlon wins here. Alex gets his first loss, and here's the bold prediction. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Scroll down.
Where am I scrolling to?
Go to the defenses for me here.
Okay, can do.
See how low this 49ers defense is?
Yeah.
That 49ers defense puts up double digits, but because the 49ers defense scores a touchdown.
Okay, we'll score a touchdown in double digits.
I don't know why I'm pulling that, but I'm pulling it. I feel like
Why the hell not?
it feels right to me.
Listen, Goff can easily throw a pick six. That's definitely not beneath him.
I'm thinking more of a Malcolm Brown fumble recovery, scoop and score.
Also, extremely in the realm of possibility. That's not crazy at all.
Yeah, it's a non-zero chance that it could happen.
I agree. I think, I'm going to go not super crazy on this, but, I'm going to just go out there and say, Deshaun in a big game to prove, again, that Bill O'Brien sucks ass. I think he's going to put up 40 this week.
Ooh, I like that.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But, I don't think the rest of this team's going to do much, but you got Deshaun. It's got to keep it close. It's going to be exciting, I think, either way, even though that's not looking great on paper. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Now we're going to slide on to this beauty of a matchup, the big Janus matchup to try to take over third place in the division. And, really fighting for a wild card spot right now, which is, everything's up for grabs. I think it's crazy. This one obviously is looking good on paper. Quarterback battles of who the fuck knows what you're going to get. Todd Gurley maybe has been a star this year. I don't know. Jones has been a stud. James White, always picking up Patriots running back is really a crapshoot of which one's going to get any points. Kelly finally not playing two Steelers receivers at the same time. Always a good decision.
Yep.
Devonta Adams, we'll see he comes back. These two battling tight ends against each other, which is always fun, I guess. I think we don't need them. Defenses, we'll see here. Obviously going against the Jets is always a good pick, but who knows? Maybe the Jets will score 30 points this week. I don't know.
That's the defense that I want that was taken from me, that motherfucker.
Yeah, that was an easy fair pick. Their offense is just putrid, like the rest of their team. So,
well, as we were saying today, Miami ain't a bad squad.
That's not a bad squad. I agree.
They've lost some games, but they've lost games to good competition, and they, seem to have made some sort of progression when Adam Gase left his butthole system.
No, that's fucking Adam Gase. This is a very interesting. It's very interesting here that almost literally every person on Kelly's bench is on a bye. This is bye week hell if I've ever fucking seen it. You lose your top quarterback, top receiver, Mike Williams having a fucking year, and the kicker.
Yep.
Holy shit! Is this really
still expected to put up 131? So that just shows the strength and depth of this team. Against some favorable matchups too. But
yeah, hey, it's that linebacker power, baby. You have all those fucking linebackers that fuck everybody up.
Three in her injured reserve, all three of them. Oh, Goddard.
Goddard.
He's built like a linebacker.
He's an offensive linebacker. Close enough. Big white, trucks of human beings. That's what it is. So you look at these lineups. I think they're going to stick. Maybe Hurst comes out. I don't know. These are what you're going to get. The receivers look stronger on this side, but these running backs and potential quarterback is a fucking toss-up. Running backs versus the good receivers. Davis, I don't know if McCaffrey comes back, could be a bust. But he could run out of steam at some point too. It's all possible. He's had just a hell of a start. Due for a down game somewhere.
I think what it does is that if Christian doesn't play this week, it's because of Mike Davis.
Yeah, that's true.
They've proven that you can allow McCaffrey to rest. And let's face it, these Panthers under Matt Rule have proven to not be that horrible of a team.
No, I agree.
So everyone was calling for him to end up, finishing last and being in the Trevor Lawrence race. And
no, hey man, they got Teddy and McCaffrey. Bridgewater is not really a bad quarterback. He's not the greatest, but he's definitely better than a lot of the shit that gets thrown out there repeatedly in the league anyway.
Absolutely.
It's like way better than a McCown or McCoy or whatever.
Drew Lock.
Right. Exactly. It's crazy. But I think this one I'm gonna have to pick the wife. I gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta pick her. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna go crazy. Not so crazy, but I think Out of all these studs, I think Todd Gurley scores 10 more than all the other running backs in this matchup.
Oh, okay. Okay. So my heart wants to pick Kelly. My head wants to pick Tim.
Yeah.
And I'm going with my heart here.
Okay.
I think Kelly wins. And kind of going off of what you were saying,
Yeah.
it's not Todd Gurley. It's
Okay.
Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Because he's going to catch a couple passes. This is for my own benefit. He's going to catch a couple touchdown passes from Aaron Rodgers on screens.
So we're saying Jones gets 2+ TDs? Receiving TDs?
I'm saying Jones gets 2+ TDs. 2 TDs total. 2 total TDs.
2 total TDs. Okay.
I mean, or more. Or more.
Right. 2+ TDs.
He finds himself in the end zone twice.
Gotcha. I mean, that's one of those ones. I'll say it's probably not as bold as you've done, but
correct.
Still, 2 TDs is not a given in any given week. A lot of people are touting the Tampa Bay defense too, so they don't expect it to be that easy of a matchup for Green Bay. I don't know why they're that good, but I don't know. Whatever. They got TB12, I guess. Who knows?
Look, man, I can't go crazy every week picking these bold predictions. Sometimes I got to, come a little back down to earth. But yeah, I do think that's pretty reasonable. I mean that I think that's a good matchup. This is to let the viewers in on our thought process. This was almost matchup of the week.
Yeah.
It was very close. It's close in projections, but the only thing that I really kind of am worried about from Kelly's perspective is Carson Wentz. I mean, this is one of those games that he may not finish.
It's very true. Wentz had a pretty decent game last week, and he has the potential, obviously, to be good enough, but you never know, right? And same with Matt Ryan here too. I mean, it's the same. You got a lot of trouble here. It's right. Kelly's in that bye week couch. She's losing, top QB, and Michael Thomas. He can't fight anybody this week. So
Williams can't catch crazy passes.
Right. I mean, it's these are players that can score right here. Unfortunately, even Lutz, he can take a good game. So, really the only loss here, you got Jacobs and Metcalf. Those are 2 losses too. So, yeah. Hey, we're both getting some bye troubles. One bye bench is way more impressive looking than the other, but hey, I think we look at these matchups, even though some of them look like dog shit. I think they should all be pretty close. They're all looking pretty solid on paper. Yeah. Especially if we come down to this, beauty of a matchup. It's going to be pretty good. We have to go put myself. Of course, I hate being a matchup with me, but we got to do it. Voldemort's Team Voldemort. I think it's just fun to keep going with this at this point.
Yeah, I don't know much about Harry Potter, but I know that some kid dies in those movies. And I felt like that kid last week. Doesn't Voldemort kill one of the kids?
Well, a lot of people die. Spoiler alert: a lot of people die in those movies. In that book series, there was one kid died at some point. So sure, yeah, you can.
I mean, that's what I felt like. Who does Voldemort kill?
Oh, no, he does. He kills Edward from the vampire movie Twilight.
Wait, Robert Pattinson's in?
Yeah. That's who he kills. Robert Pattinson.
He's in the fucking Harry Potter movie?
Cedric Diggory, motherfucker. He was the fucking big man from Hogwarts in the Triwizard Cup. Voldemort comes back, kills him, because he and Harry were together, and yeah. Man. That's actually, I think that's the best book. A lot of people will probably, agree that book, and I think even the movie, The Goblet of Fire, is that one. I think that was the best one out there. It's very entertaining. There's this whole tournament. There's French witches and Bulgarian wizards, and it's fun. There's a ball. It's teenage angsty. It's pretty good. I think it's good. It's exciting.
I've never seen a single Harry Potter movie. But
hey, Robert Pattinson is in it, and he does get killed by Voldemort. So you feel like dead Robert Pattinson, not Batman Robert Pattinson. So I understand. This week you're going to be Batman Robert Pattinson.
Not me. It is.
My line on and go.
You're taking on Voldemort, not me.
Yeah, but you're Batman. Batman doesn't fight Voldemort. That's of course. I'm fucking Harry Potter in this series.
Why can't I just be Team Edward again?
You can be whoever you want. I don't care. I'm just saying, you're not fucking Cedric Diggory, so it's fine.
On to your fucking matchup of the week. Let's go. Focus.
Don't give me that shit. Anyway, I think this one should be fun. I lose a little bit in a bye situation as Kamara, who's been killing it, has to take the week off because, of course, this week could have taken off last week. But whatever. Big guy loses his fucking number one quarterback and Dak. See you, gone. Bye-bye. Pull on a waiver wire pickup of a backup QB, Mr. Against the World, Tannen bitch. He had a great game last week, but he hasn't had, I don't think he's really had a great season. Or he's been good in that offense, but not fantasy great, not great. Last week was one of those dickhead weeks. It's hard to see him come back. Miles Sanders, he can score, but at some point he can disappear too. Clyde, just breaking news. Le'Veon Bell's in there. I don't think Bell's going to play this week probably, but, I don't know. I mean, is he going to try too hard? Is he going to oversqueeze the football? Is he going to have a big game because he's trying to prove himself? I mean, in Buffalo, they're predicting rain. Not looking great for the rookie.
Yeah, he can't be feeling good.
No. We look at these receiver cores, it's pretty good. They're pretty even. Calvin Ridley might not play because God knows what's going on there. OBJ might have pink eye. He might not play. So we might have just some goose eggs battling back and forth on this one. And, we just look down. Everything's pretty fucking even on this one. You get little points here and there. Giants against Washington, Rams against San Francisco. Both could be big timers. It's tough to say. I don't think, much changing here. Going up in, Andrews maybe slides in. I might slide in fucking Gaskin. I probably will at some point. Got to figure out what to do. I mean, I'm losing, my great backup and Kamara. But, hey, they're trying to say that this is, going to be a runaway, but that's just stupid sleeper. What a stupid pick. First of all, picking Tannehill to get 30 points, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Listen, I look at it like this, right? So there's a lot of guys that are in fluid situations there on Team Voldemort. But that being said, I got a question for you before I make my pick here.
Okay.
Have I picked you every week this year?
Yes. No. Yes.
I have?
Yes.
Because, I picked you even against me, right?
Right. I picked you every week.
Okay. I'm not trying to put the hex on you.
For sure.
But I'm picking Voldemort.
Fine. Do it. Good. I don't care.
I'm doing that to try to hex Voldemort. That make sense?
Yeah. Just make a insignificant trade with me, and then that'll work.
I don't know if I can do that.
Of course you can. You don't have everybody you want to keep on your team.
We're keeping it on the up and up here. Who do you want? You want like Mark Ingram for?
I don't know. I don't want to trade anybody. Listen, Boswell's for sale, so whatever you want to give me for him.
Mark Ingram for Boswell.
Yeah, there we go. I think that's fair. That's a good deal. Done. Boom.
Daniel Jones for Boswell.
There you go. Fuck it. I want to boot his ass into the sun. I'm all for it.
Nah, but I'm picking Voldemort only because I don't want him to win. I'm picking Voldemort because I tend to be kiss of death on some of these things, especially when it comes to picking you, because every loss with you seems to be on me. So I'll take that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
This is for first place in the Hugh division, isn't it?
It is. This would be for first place in the Hugh. It would. I mean, yeah, because I do have the points tiebreaker. So if I do win, I do take first place.
And my bold prediction is that Mike Evans goes less than 5.
Okay. All right. That's bold. The bold I like here.
I'm hedging my bold prediction against my pick. I'm just kind of taking a loss on the pick here, but
yeah, I think it's good. That's fine. He has other people that could pull out their ass. So I mean, it's fair. If you win the pick, Mike Evans doesn't score the points. I'm sure I have all these assholes on my team that can fucking score no points. Yeah, so I'm gonna obviously pick myself because I just gotta believe, man. I'm gonna pick me, and I'm gonna say that my running backs, because Gaskin's probably gonna play at this point. My 2 running backs are gonna outscore his by say 15 combined.
Wait, are you taking out Crowder?
No. I'll probably take out Gallup because God knows what the fuck. Or OBJ might not play, so I might have to take him out.
Okay.
One of these two is probably going to slide out just because. I mean, I like Gallup, and I think he might have chemistry with fucking Ginger Boy, but God knows what the hell that offense is going to look like at this point.
Sorry, you were saying about your running backs and your bullpen.
No, I said they're going to outscore by 15 his.
All right. I like it.
Yeah. And, I think that's good. We'll do that. We got great through these great matchups here. I think it's going to be lots of fun. I think, even though everybody's hitting bye and maybe COVID hell at this point, I think everything looks pretty good. I think that, goes back to the parity of this league is anybody can beat anybody on any given day. There's no bye weeks. There's no gimme freebies. Everybody has decent teams and has done well with the draft and spending all that money and fab and, it's pretty good. I mean, it's great. You wake up, you see 10, or not wake up because it's 11 o'clock, but you see 10 fab picks, 8 fab picks, this and that. It's fun. I wish there was a little more chit chat on the message board there. That'd be fun. I mean, just, say stupid shit. You don't have to be.
I wish the viewership of the podcast, for Christ's sake.
Well, I wish that too. I agree. I'm trying to take any one of them at this point. I think here's the thing. If people would participate in the chat, they would be probably watching the podcast too. I think those two, you're wanting to be actively involved.
I guess.
Whatever. I think you should do both. If you're going to watch this podcast.
Correct. Yeah.
Say something. Say hi, say fuck you or whatever.
Bottom line is we shouldn't be the only two making videos every week that are trash talking on everybody else.
It's true. Someone make a Vine. Is that a thing anymore? I don't know. Just do something.
I guess TikTok is what it is now, but
stupid. Do something. Trash talk somebody. Say that they have bad hair or they look like a blueberry or
or you fuck someone's mom.
I mean, I don't think I think it'd be very hard, for anybody to go too far in this league. I think sure we don't all know each other extremely well, but you could say some things. Just talk about the team if you want to. Say, that's a stupid pickup or. What is this, 1994? I mean, do whatever. It's fine. You can say anything. I think it's cool. It's fine. We don't expect the world out of everybody, but you get a little bit of participation, a little bit of something. I don't know. That'll be fun.
I agree.
This was great. This was good. This was fun. I'm glad we have another fun cat. This is our lucky number 13 episode, which is great because that's
the Dan Marino episode.
That's right. Hey, that guy did good things. Went to Pitt. Didn't win a championship. Whatever. Overrated. He was in Bad Boys too, and that's more important.
It's true. Take the car, officers. We'll let you know how it rides. He gonna drive the shit out this one.
Exactly. I mean, that was a phenomenal scene. So he's got that going.
Yeah, man. I like it.
Good.
Look.
Great. Well, this has been fun. Again, I hope everybody keeps it safe and enjoys the Sunday, Monday games. No Thursday, nothing. Just, have fun out there and good luck if COVID doesn't wreck another fucking game or two this week.
Exactly. And you're frozen here, but we can still hear each other talk. But
you're frozen too, but I can still hear you.
Yeah.
It's good. It's perfect time for this to happen.
Exactly. We just need to survive this wild world. Right, Mike?
Right. We got to the end. We did it.
Yep, survive in advance. Ooh, baby. All right, everybody.
Whoop,
Peace out.
whoop.